Guys, now we got this thing out of the box. It's really a beauty. It's going to be a great centerpiece to any studio, any small project studio. You want to get your demo off, and if you got a really good ear, I think you can get this thing, make it get ready for radio. So we got a bunch of inputs back here. Studio Live comes with 16 X Max preamps. It comes with quarter-inch inputs. It comes with RCA jacks in and out. Phantom power. It has firewire plugs here, MIDI in, MIDI out, main output. I'm using this in a recording session, so some of the stuff I won't even use. But let's get the monitors hooked up here. Now, in a recording studio session, it's important that you use monitor out, because when you try, if you use main out and you're trying to get your mix up right, it's not going to work well. Too much power coming out with the main out, so use monitor out. So we got monitor out, we got our monitors hooked up. Okay, now I run a lot of outboard gear, so I'm going to take and put my keyboard right here in channels 13 and 14. I run a guitar, a bass guitar, so that's going to be one of my instruments. So I'm going to go ahead and plug my bass up right here and 9 and 10. So we're going to plug that up in 9 and 10. So we got the bass plugged up. Now, I think I had a box here. So I got firewire. So I'm going to get this thing plugged up to the firewire port here. And let's see what we got. So let's go over here to the box over here. So here's the box. We got manuals. Okay. We have a also a Ethernet cable. So Thunderbolt Ethernet plug right here, but I'm going to just use straight firewire. So let's see here. Let's get back over here. We'll get this thing plugged up here. Let's get this plugged up into firewire. There, we'll put that there. Okay. I want to kind of run these cables, so get the cables right so we don't have a whole lot of hum. So now, of course, we're going to connect this port here to my computer. So let's go ahead on and power down the computer so we make sure we don't have nothing with power. Okay. So this way we don't have nothing with power. And let's see if we can just go ahead and get this thing here. Okay, so we got everything powered. Everything's powered down. Let's go here. So we're hooking up our firewire. Okay. Now I added a port to my computer so that I could have firewire capabilities. So we're going to go ahead and get this firewire connected. Okay. Let's get that done. So we got the firewire connected there. Firewire connected. Now we're going to go ahead on and let's get some electricity going. So we got it all plugged up. Okay. Nope. What do you know? The PreSonus is now live. Let's put it right there where it goes. Let's get you guys a good view of that thing. It's really a beauty there. Let's get this PreSonus there. Let's get you a good view of the PreSonus there. It's really a beauty. So now we got it all hooked up to the computer. It's on. Instruments are plugged up. Let's fire this thing up. Let's get the computer on, then we'll fire up ProTools, and we'll go from there. So we got the PreSonus all set up. Now, let's get ready to do some mixing. Right out the box, guys. Isn't that beautiful? You can just plug this thing up, and American Music Supply makes it really easy for you to get it. I think they have a program, 12 payments, $75. Get you one. I think it'll be an asset to any studio. I like the way it's flat. It's laid out. No layers to go through except for channels 9, 10 is banked together. 11 and 12, they're together. 13, 14, they're together. But you get to know the board. There are ways around. Each track is still can be individually processed with EQs, fat channel, compressor, gates, delays, reverb on each channel separate. So as we prepare to power this thing up, okay. Going to get this thing all set up for a mix down. Let's see if we can get you guys a view of both the PreSonus and also the screen here. So we're firing it up now. I'm going to open up Pro Tools. Now this does come with a DAW, Studio One Artist. You can use it with Studio One Artist, but Studio Live 16.02, the Studio Live PreSonus family, is compatible with any DAW. Any DAW. I like Pro Tools. I use Pro Tools. My goal is to use Pro Tools as my tape in my home studio and PreSonus as my mixer. Now, one thing that PreSonus doesn't have is the ability to automate everything right from the board. But that's okay. Pro Tools has enough automation that you don't need to have automation here. Only thing we need here is outboard EQs, effects, delays, compressors, and because Pro Tools is kind of sterile. The sound is a great sound. But if you really want to enhance your sound, you got to get that thing out of the computer into a mixer, process in separate channels, and dump it back in. So we're going to work on showing you exactly how to mix this thing in Pro Tools. I'm using Pro Tools 12. The newest version. So as we await Pro Tools to open up, we got some really cool features here. I'll show you some of the features here on here. We've got GEQ, straight EQ all the way across the board, so that you can EQ everything, your whole entire track. Great for mixing and mastering. Effects A, we have Effects A right here. Controls all of your reverbs and your delays right here. Effects B controls all of your delays and reverbs. And then we have aux inputs. So if you're doing live shows, you can run up to 4 different mixes on the aux bus. You have the aux buses right here. And then not only do you have the aux buses right there, but they're also each individual track. You can assign it to the bus by just turning up the volume here. So you're able to give, in a live setting, you are able to give out 4 different mixes. Different mix for your lead vocals, different mix for your drummer, different mix for your band, and so 4 different mixes. Now, not only can you put out 4 different mixes, you have aux ins here, aux 1, aux 3, aux 4, so you can assign every track, and you mix them the way you want. Levels, the drummer wants more drums, wants more lead vocals. You can turn the lead vocals up here, and they'll be turned up more for the drummer lead vocals, so you can keep up and know exactly where it is in the song. The bass player needs more drums. Okay, you can assign the bass player more drums. So you have the ability to send out 4 different mixes. Now also you have firewire connectivity. Everything lights up. Everything is lit up here to let you know that you're ready to start processing firewire. Solo bank, and you can just solo each track as you go and listen to them solo. You have mute buttons here, so you can mute each track. It's a very, very, very lit up, well lit board. So mute buttons here, so you can mute each track. And then if you want to run them in stereo, you have a link button here. You just press that, press one button, and then it links the 2 buttons together. Take the link off one, link it together, both of them are lit. Okay, and so Pro Tools is starting to open up now, and we're going to get ready to start trying to mix this session up here. So now we want to try to get this thing open up here. Okay, now not only do you have, so you have fader control, and now you have your inputs, input right here, output, adjust for faders. Then you also have a sound check level here, so you can do a sound check. Your levels are too high, so if your levels are too high, you know you can turn it down. Sound check, bring your levels down. Locate scene locator here, so you can locate your scenes. Then over here, this blue strip is what they call fat channels. That's your fat channels. All of your compressors, your EQs, your gates, everything all in one strip. Shelving, high shelf, low shelf, middle shelf. Everything is here. High pass filter. And so everything is here. This is your fat channel. Select the channels. You want to select what channel you want to process in the fat channel. You just select it here. It shows up here. And you start adjusting your gates and your EQs and your compressor to taste. And it's a great EQ. Bass, mids, highs, and shelving. Everything is here. Now also you have an array of buttons here. Main mix gets those, get your effects pumping out to your tracks here. Control your level of your effects. Talk back mic, solo buttons right there. Headphone buttons. Auxiliary 1 for delays going out. Auxiliary 1, 2, talk back, and press the button there to talk. Select here, and you can control more of the parameters of the compressors and stuff like that on your effects. Okay, now, so we have quite a few things here: scene, system, store, recall, things that you can, although it's not automated, you can recall scenes that you want to recall for different venues. But if you're doing a recording session, each individual session is going to be different. Have a nice readout here so that you can see exactly what type of effects you're working with, and you can adjust them accordingly here. So the 16.02 is a very good mixer for a startup studio. Now we're going to get this thing pumping out. Now I do use a lot of tracks. I use more tracks than this board is actually able to handle. So as Pro Tools 12 opens up, we're going to do some routing, and because this board handles 16 inputs. The Firewire allows 16 in and 16 out. But this is a huge track, and I'm actually cranking out something like 26 tracks. So I've got to try to put 26 in the 16. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get off in here. Now to do this, to get these tracks in, what we're going to do is we're going to toggle over here to vocals. So I'm going to send all my vocals to, all the vocals are going to go to 13, 14 stereo out. Okay, and so all my vocals are going to be routed 13, 14 stereo out. Now I have some effects here. 7, here's a cymbal right here, so we'll put that in 7. 3 congas here. I got some percussions here, so we're going to put most of my percussions in the number 3. Number 6 will hold some more percussions, but I think that I'm going to go ahead and put that in number 4. Has hand claps, so I'm going to put my hand claps on 4. Now I'm also going to want to record this. When I'm done with this mix, I'm going to want to record it. So I created a new track already, and 1516 is going in. So 1516 is going to go back in. We have channel 4. We've got some percussions on channel 4. We got hand claps 4, snare 5, so up forth and so on. So we kind of bounced them down. We got our instruments, and then I got some other instrumentation, 11, 15. So we kind of bounced down. So now we're going to get into the mixing of this thing. The name of the song is called Honey Girl, and we're going to see if we can get this thing mixed down inside of Pro Tools and with the PreSonus 1602. We'll be back in a flash.